Hi, second years. We're going to start talking today about your restaurant identity projects. This is your first, second year Illustrator project. So for this assignment, you're going to be given a random and real Pittsburgh area restaurant. These aren't chain restaurants. It's not going to be Chili's or McDonald's. You're going to get places like Soba or Casbah or Eleven, things of that nature. You'll be given enough information to get you started, so the sub will be able to let you guys pick from a wide variety of folded in half cardstock, like no cheating, just blindly pick, and you will need to do some research on your restaurant on your own. Everything's due by next Friday, so you'll be expected to make a new and creative full identity package for your restaurant. Before I know, last year you have done little logos and smaller projects like that. This is your first 2-week bigger branding project, so don't panic, it's not due on Friday. Just to go over a couple key terms and definitions. Continuity in design is something that's very important, particularly in this project. So it's technically called the act of designing various pieces of a marketing or promotional campaign to look like they go together. For example, Coca-Cola, everything Coca-Cola makes kind of looks like it's from Coca-Cola. It has the same style, it has the same look. You know it's Coke before you even realize that's what the logo says. So very important, you want everything. When we design these envelopes and these letterheads, the restaurant menu, everything like that, you want it to look like it all belongs to this restaurant. So your logo, of course, you are redesigning a new logo for the restaurant. It's a symbol comprised of either words and or images, so it doesn't have to be both, that represents a company or a product, or in your case, your restaurant. We should, guys, start to know different paper styles. So cardstock, of course, you guys have used here a lot. It's a heavier style of paper used to print postcards, business cards, and other materials that require a little bit more durability than standard 20-pound paper. That's what regular bond printer paper is. It's called 20-pound paper. Cardstock is anything that in the 67 to 110-pound range. Does not mean, obviously, that it weighs 67 or 110 pounds. It's just the thickness of the paper. So here at Beatty, we have 70-pound cardstock. We can't print a lot heavier than that. A vellum is going to be a lightweight, partially opaque paper that is often used in invitations and expensive overlays. So you'll see this a lot in wedding invitations. You might have a really nice cardstock background with like a kind of thinner piece of paper over top of it. A lot of times if restaurants have menus that are very farm to table or very catch of the day kind of situations, they'll print it in the back on vellum every morning because the availability of those foods can change that quickly. Glossy stock is going to be a heavy photo quality paper that is coated with a gloss finish. You guys have all used that before. And then just to go over the design process again, while I'm gone until Wednesday, you guys are going to focus on the logos primarily until I get there to explain the rest to you. But you do have to use the entire design process this time. It's not just going to be thumbnails and then bounce onto Illustrator. Your thumbnails, of course, are quickly drawn illustrations showing general placement of elements and designer logo. Thumbnails are always 1/4 of the size of the final project. That is very important for those of you who are taking the NOCTI this year. That is a NOCTI question. Thumbnails are always 1/4 of the size of the final project. Roughs are a little bit larger, a little bit more clear. So you're going to start to be able to see font styles. And I'm not saying you have to painstakingly draw out your font, but I should be able to tell if it's a script font or a block font. It shouldn't just be your handwriting all the time. Roughs are going to be half the size of the final project. Your color roughs are the same size as roughs, so half the size of the final. I don't know how Mr. Dumbeck had you guys do them last year, but we do them on tracing paper. It's an overlay, so you kind of lay the tracing paper on top of the rough, and then you color on the tracing paper only. So color roughs are your way of showing the client what their chosen designs would look like in various color schemes. Clients can be pretty finicky sometimes, and they want to have choices. They want to have variety. In your final or your comprehensive, you might see it on the Nocti as a comprehensive, is a full-size version of the final project. And that's all details and exact final fonts are used in the final layout. The final layout, guys, is the only one done on the computer. Okay? Because a lot of times we don't want to take the time or our expertise until we get to the final layout stage, because sometimes clients walk away and you don't want to spend a ton of man hours on a computer designing something that they end up not paying for. Okay, a couple things you need to consider once you get your restaurant and once you're starting to think about, even just tackling that logo design while I'm not here. You need to consider continuity design for your entire branding campaign. Your color scheme, I'm limiting you guys to 2 colors plus black. Okay. Your target audience. Does your restaurant cater to families, to 20-somethings? Who? Okay, if it's someone who's, if it's a really cool, fun 80s restaurant that has pinball machines and Mario everywhere, are you trying to cater it to my grandmother? Probably not. Definitely check our spelling, guys. We had a girl one year who had this beautiful branding campaign. It was absolutely gorgeous, but she didn't spell check, and she spelled the word hamburger wrong on every single thing that she put out. And it was a little embarrassing for her when she went and took that as a portfolio piece to a college. Sometimes spelling is one of our Achilles heels. Let's double check. Adobe Illustrator does also have a spell check. It's under Edit, Check Spelling, so make sure you use it. Okay, so time restraints. This is a big one. I know it sounds like 2 weeks is a ton of time. I'm only giving you 2 days for the logo, so I'm kind of hoping that when I come in on Wednesday, I have some pretty complete logos to continue on our branding campaign with. So everything is due next Friday, which means you need a working logo before you leave tomorrow, at least up to, you might not totally be done in Illustrator, I understand that, but at least have something kind of hashed out to be able to scan and take into Illustrator and finish up. You want to consider the style, location, and cuisine of the restaurant. Okay. And typography, make sure your fonts match your style. So again, if you have an 80s pop culture, restaurant kind of thing, you definitely don't want really fancy, like Edwardian script like you would get for a wedding. Okay. You'd want something a little bit more fun, like Bada Boom or something. So your thumbnails, you guys, there are 12 different logo thumbnails required for this project, just for the logo. There are going to be thumbnails for every single portion of the project, from the business card, envelope, restaurant menu, etc. We're just focusing on the logo right now. They're going to be 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. Please limit yourself when you're designing this. Remember that there's 2 colors plus black. So you do have to have your thumbnails approved by your instructor before moving on to roughs, etc. Mr. Dumbeck knows that this is a thing. Feel free to wander over and very politely ask him. Please do not bust in and demand that he approve your thumbnails, but if you can peek in when you're ready, take his criticism. He knows what he's doing as well. Take his suggestions to heart. But I wanted to show you too on this graphic. These are very quickly 9 different versions of essentially the same logo. So 12 logos are not impossible. So I don't want to see 3 and go, do I really need to do the other? Yes, you do. Okay. So although we are just right now, guys, worrying about the new logo design, what will be due by next Friday is going to be your full restaurant menu. You can choose whether it's lunch, brunch, or dinner. Some restaurants don't have all of those options, just to caution you. You are going to design a 4x6 inch postcard advertising the restaurant. You are going to design letterhead, and if you don't know what that is, I'll explain it, guys, when I get back. For your restaurant, an envelope for your restaurant, and business cards for the executive chef or for the owner if you don't have an executive chef per se. Again, this is your first big project, so hoping that the logo gets done pretty close to being done by tomorrow before you leave. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, because basically the reason I'm having you guys focus on logo first is the logo ends up on all of the rest of these pieces. So this is one, guys, this particular piece that ends up getting our kids some awards. So might be something like don't rush through it, take your time, take it kind of seriously. This is a great one for Scholastic Art and Writing scholarships if you're trying that out, as is actually the Geometric Self-Portrait that the third years are doing as well. So take your time, guys. I'm going to try, like I said to the third years, to call in, a little bit later today if I can, and if anyone has questions, they can ask me then. So thank you guys, and I will see you Wednesday.